Hey everyone, this is Hill Street Soul, and you're tuned in to The Core with the Millennial Coach, discussing topics on real life. Check it out. Everywhere you go, don't forget the ghetto. Listen to The Core.
All right, peeps, I'm back. Ooh. Day 4, love, relationships, and money. You know what's sad? That is Trump's theme song to The Apprentice. And I loved The Apprentice back in the day when Trump did it. I loved it. I love Celebrity Apprentice. It was brilliant. So I'm just a little bit disappointed of how he's shown up as president, former president of the United States. However, that's another subject. But welcome to The Core with me, the Millennial Coach. The Core show is about self-leadership, self-leadership in all aspects, professional and personal. So it could be love, it could be health, it could be management, it could be, whatever you want it to be, it can be. So if there's any subjects you want me to talk about and you want me to break it down, feel free to write it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share with your people. And do not forget to make sure that you continue watching the show and liking it. Otherwise, no one's going to know I exist. So I need some help, people. This is not a GoFundMe page. This is a personal request from the Millennial Coach. Help me live. So, before we get into the show, I want us to crack on to a mini hot topic / I want to talk about, first of all, a TV recommendation. Let's go. Yalla. Yanko. So this is a request to British people in the British television industry. Please bring back Family Affairs and Brothers and Sisters in the UK. Family Affairs, so Idris Elba, he played Timothy and his sister Jasmine. Honestly, I love them, but there was so much drama, like different families from different nationalities lived in the same area, and just so much stuff happening. It was great. And Brothers and Sisters was really good with Petronella. I don't know if does anybody know what I'm talking about? So Idris Elba, right? I think after he'd finished on Family Affairs, this was on Channel 5, by the way. After he finished on Family Affairs, I met him in an office and I was doing a receptionist. So I just finished uni. And I go to him, where do I know you from? What college do I know you from? You know what he did? Man started laughing in my face. Idris Elba was busting up on the sofa and leaving me hanging like some idiot. And so now I know who he was, but at the time, I think that what happens with me when I see famous people, right? For some strange reason, I think that we know each other. I don't know if you have the same problem, but I always think, hold on, where do I know you from? Like, don't you live down, So yeah, I need to stop doing that. I've done that. I did that to Dwight York. He's a footballer. I think for Newcastle. I don't know. I don't know who Dwight York played for. I was in Dubai living. That's when I was living there. And Dwight York was in a hotel. I'm like, all right, Dwight York. Then I walked off. I'm like, you're such an idiot. Like, man don't know you. So sometimes we need to just catch ourselves in the moment, right? Okay, so that's my little Idris Elba. But I need the TV show to come back in the UK. Family Affairs. And Idris, what I will say to you, right? You should direct Family Affairs. You see, like how Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is a completely different version of the original. And hold on, why is the original Jeffrey coming back as a gangster with the new Jeffrey? Not liking that at all. But they've done a superb job, Will Smith. He's done a superb job. So thumbs up to the new version of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Okay, people. So my hot topic is this plastic surgery thing people in the UK are dying for, like literally. Now, I want to highlight something. Yes, I had a hair transplant. I did it in West London. I am not flying to another country. If there's a complication, then it's game over for me. Even doing it in London, I gave my brother my life insurance. I told him where it was under my bed. I told him if anything happens to me, you can't, when it comes to your health, you cannot take it for granted. You can't just fly somewhere and keep doing surgery. I don't know how Katie Price does it. And then they said that parts of her organs were missing. Some of her part of her brain was missing, and I don't know, different organs. And I'm just like, So the reason I did my hair in London, first of all, say for example, you become allergic to the anesthetic, and then you go under the knife and you don't come back. In the UK, as soon as they detect that you have an allergy, because it happened to my cousin, that you have an allergy to the anesthetic, they won't even operate. They won't even put you to sleep, because this could be detrimental and a lawsuit for them. If you have a condition, for example, if you've got sickle cell and you're going to another country that they don't have sickle cell, and you're now going to go on the operating table to go and do a procedure that people in the UK refuse to do because you have sickle cell, imagine what that is like for them. Also, it's actually scary for them because no one's expecting anyone to die on the table. It's a procedure. We've got to stop following other people and watching, thinking all these celebrities, this is how we should live. Or we need to have a Brazilian butt lift, or we need to go to the gym, eat better, have healthier conversations, have healthier things to watch. EastEnders and Coronation Street, no disrespect to ITV, I think they're great shows for majority of the time. But if people live and die by these shows, there's no mental elevation or stimulation. So my hot topic, the deaths, there's been 27 deaths of British people on the table in Turkey. And no one is saying that the Turkish surgeons are doing something illegal. I'm not saying that in any shape or form. What I am saying is, those of you that are going to go under the knife, as you can see, my eye's drifting, I'm partially blind. I've had one operation in 1995 to straighten my eye. I would like them to do something with it, but I'm a little bit scared. Even having my hair transplant, as I said before, the way I was saying to my brother about my life insurance, just in case anything happens, then at least he knows that. And even the girl at the hair center laughed at me. She goes, it's not that serious. I said, listen, I don't take these things for granted. Putting anesthetic in your body, I don't take it for granted. So I hope someone's hearing me today. I really do. Please reconsider having surgery unless it's life or death. I would like to have my boobs lifted. I'd like to get lipo. I'd like to, as I say, suck this out. But I'm going to keep training. I'm going to keep working on my body. But my decision isn't based off of, I want to look like this person. I want to look like myself. And if I did choose to do surgery, I'm doing it in a regulated organization that is on the national, register of doctors, because people have to be registered. People have to have expertise. People have to have years of experience, and people also have to know, if you're a different culture, how does your skin heal? If as a black person we're cut really badly, we can grow keloid scarring. And I'm sure the same for Asian people. And I want to just make a distinction. Asian people in the UK, when we say Asian, we mainly mean Pakistani and Indian. In America, Asian, they mean Vietnamese, Chinese. So, and also my friend in Netherlands said the same thing. We know Asians as Chinese and Vietnamese and so on. So I want to make that distinction. I'm talking about Indians, Pakistanis who've got very similar skin, or even South Americans. If you are cut in a certain way and that is not, they don't suture it properly, that can create, you can create keloids, or there can be a keloid creation on your scar. So we need to be even, does the person that's operating on your body understand, like, your skin tone, your melanin, your elasticity? Is that something that you even consider? So really, truly, truly, I'm saying this to you all. Girls, women, I'm begging you, stop doing things you don't need to do. You need to change your mindset. Start going to the gym, eating salads, allow the processed food, all the cereals, all the salami and pizza and all that trash. Get rid of it. Just have fresh food. I'm telling you, you could save so much money if you eat properly. And also get yourself a Costco card. Buy meat in wholesale. You buy chicken wings this big for like £6-8. So we can think of different strategies. It doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg. So I'm just saying, beauty, yes, everyone wants to feel beautiful and look beautiful, but beauty has to start that I am beautiful. You have to affirm and declare and decree today, I am beautiful in the skin I'm in. So I hope someone hears what I'm saying today, because it's a deep situation and it's a deep conversation. And the deaths on the table, they're not dealing in Turkey, they're not dealing with Turkish people. And they may know Turkish people well. And why I'm saying that, culturally, there's certain things that, for example, there may be trends, certain types of foods react to anesthetic that is in their diet that they're familiar with. So imagine you're eating fish and chips, and our fish and chips might have an effect on your body or your blood when you're under the knife, but you had fish and chips last week and it's still in your system in some way, shape, or form. But yet you don't even realize that's going to affect you on the operating table. How many checks are they doing? How often are you going for medicals? Are you having regular blood tests? This is important. So going under the knife because you don't feel pretty, that's all in your mind. I don't every day feel cute. I don't every day feel like I want to get up and do stuff. I don't every day want to go out. But you know something? I'm responsible for myself. And if other people are counting on me, you know, you have elderly parents, you have children, going under the knife in a country that doesn't have the regulations, medical regulations that you have in the UK, how does that make sense? I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on to the subject I came to, because this is actually starting to get me mad. Yeah. So I don't mean it in a horrible way, but I just mentioned something and I want to talk about, relationships and love in particular, and also money. We live, and I just mentioned this, right? We live in a microwavable society. Everything is, I need it fast. I need to look like this person, or I need to do this, or I need my nails like this, or I need my hair like this, or I need to buy this car, I need this television, I need to go on holiday, let me get credit card, let me get a loan, let me do it. How many people, when we talk, everyone's saying, oh, generational curse. It's some people, and I will credit Rosalind on this, my homegirl. Sometimes it's not about generational curses. Some people, when it comes to relationships and money, and you just don't tell the truth. You're just a liar. So sometimes let's just take out, there are generational and intergenerational elements that impact the way we grow and we thrive. However, let's not keep blaming external factors when internally we are the problem to the relationships that we want, or the relationships we're currently in. Let me give you a quick story. And the reason I'm saying tell the truth. So the other day I was at the Caribbean shop. I want to give a shout out to the shop called the Jamaican, and they're in Northumberland Park. So I popped there one day and I said, and it's near my gym. So I popped in there and I was like, okay. I saw this couple and I says to them, oh, how was your workout? I'm telling you, I wish I shut my mouth. I wish I shut my mouth. Let me tell you what ensued after that. So the guy turns around and he's like, that's what I'm saying, yeah. It's 90% of your why this don't work. She don't listen. She don't listen. And he was just going in on this poor girl. And I just looked at her and she's like, you know, you don't even let me speak. And I just thought, she's so beautiful and seems so gentle. And he was so aggressive towards her. And I just thought, microwavable. Again, you know, I've got a boyfriend. And I thought to myself, after I realized, and she goes, I'm just coming back to the gym today. It's the first time I've been back after. I said, oh, you know, was it life? You know, was life in? She said, yeah, you know, I had some personal stuff. I take care of it. I was like, okay, so just take your time, you know. And he's like, no, but I'm a personal trainer and did it, and I know how to do it. And I was thinking, if you're meant to be a trainer, I would sack you on the spot, because this is not what coaching. If you're a coach of any description, whether it's a PT, it's a strategy coach, it's a leadership, whatever it is, being horrible to somebody is not coaching. That's abuse. Okay. That's, you know, unproductive. That's what that is. This guy continued. And then he said to the woman in the shop, so can you put these two things in two separate bags? So I was watching him. I'm an observer. And then he says to the woman, no, you. So she gave him a bag so he can separate what he wants to separate. Hear him. No, I want you to do it, because this is not my job. I think you need to do it. And I thought to myself, if I was her, if I was this girl, and I put myself in this situation, I would run. Okay. Sorry, I'm always interrupted today. I don't know what's happening. So forgive me. Or maybe let's look at it in a positive way. I'm popular. Just today, though. So the guy then, as I said, says to the woman he wants it in two bags. So the woman looks at him and she was calm. When I mean, she was calm. She says to him, you're a very difficult man. I thought to myself, I couldn't have said it better myself. And I thought to myself, if I see this girl again in the gym, I'm going to tell her to pack her stuff and run. But if you go back to the episodes of low self-esteem, she has low self-esteem and she thinks this guy is boyfriend material. He needs to mature. He needs to learn how to talk to people, and she needs to tell herself the truth. And that's the problem when you come to relationships. People do not tell themselves the truth. Not less, because the thing is, you can't change anyone but yourself. So you have to tell yourself the truth. Be you, because everyone else is taken. Now, one of the things I say, and I say this because comparison, you know, is the thief of joy. You can't, if you keep comparing, oh, I need to look like this, or my body needs to be like this, and this is why I'm talking about the plastic surgery. If you're always trying to be somebody else, you're never going to be happy. You're never going to be happy because you're always looking at something external. Transformation happens on the inside, not on the outside. We can all do a Madonna. We can all transform, and you know, today we can be like a virgin and tomorrow we can do rodeo. Like, it's all in the making. But I'm sure Madonna has done a lot of internal work. So don't think, when you see people who have really done a transformation, their spirit and their soul is also under construction. So when you are looking for the relationship that you want, be honest with yourself and where you're at. Don't compare yourself to other people. Are they going to relationship and they met this person after 5 minutes and now they're happily married and they've been married 5 years? That was their destiny. That's not your destiny. So think about it. Another thing, you know, with this microwavable society that we're living in, people are not giving people a chance. One argument, after 2 weeks, we're finished. That's why when I spoke about the guy I dated, if you go back to the first couple of episodes, and he's saying he had an argument with the girl and I'm not gonna call her back, and she thought I was gonna run after her, and I was listening, because I know that if you've done that to her and you don't like something I'm saying, you're going to do it to me. And this is why I talk about microwavable society. We love to, we don't invest in people, we don't cultivate relationships, we don't continue dating, we don't ask questions, we don't even know what that person's favorite color is. The moment there's a disagreement or something you don't like, out. And the same with employers. I've even been a victim of it. You don't like something I'm doing, but yet people have been doing bad things for how many years and talking to people crazy how many years, but because I'm calling it out, I have to go. So those type of people, they do not deal with the truth well. Because one thing me and Monique Samuels has in common, I'm a truth teller. I will keep it 100 with you, and you might not like what I've got to say, but trust me, it's coming from a place of love. There's no malicious intent when I talk to people. If you're doing something that makes no sense, I will tell you it makes no sense. Not for my life, but for your own. And half the time, I don't have to go through some of these experiences to know what you're going to do. It's a car crash. And if you are someone who's in tune with your own intuition and spirituality, you can see beyond the peripheral. You can see beyond the superficial. And you can see that car crash, what it looks like, and if people didn't do the action, what they could do to prevent it. So really think about, when you get into a relationship, do not underestimate what the word microwavable means. It's not, and the thing is, if you realize it means quick, then the quicker you get into the relationship is the quicker you're going to get out. I've got one more story before I go. And this is why I'm talking about microwavable. People have stopped using their brains. They've stopped thinking about how somebody wants to feel in their presence. They've stopped investing energy. They can't be bothered. So when you see men complaining there's no women out, because you're, no offense, the ones that are complaining are the lack of investors. They are spiritually and emotionally bankrupt. So imagine you are making soup that you didn't make. Does that make sense? So you've got the soup and you've just put the can into a bowl. You don't know, you've got high blood pressure, so you haven't read the ingredients. So you didn't make the soup, but you made the soup. It's the same as the relationships, the men, a lot of boys today. And I can only talk from boys' perspective, and also girls. You're looking at what someone has, where they are living, whether this illusion of money. And if you go back to the episode I spoke about, the Indian woman that the man was showing her that the Indian husband, I think she was Russian, married this guy who was showing that he was wealthy, he's rich. And then she goes to his village. Apparently the man was dirt poor. Tell your truth. Live in your truth. Acknowledge where you are and make a decision of where you want to go. And if you're going to do it together, you're going to have to accept what people's flaws are in order to move forward, because none of us are perfect. Not one of us. Some of us have made great strides in being successful, great strides in mentally really opening our minds up, great strides in being accepting of other people. But many people have not. And that's why the internet, the dating thing, there are a lot of these people. Come and see their profile picture. It looks like they've just gone to Tesco's and come back, supermarket, and come back, and they thought, let me just take a picture while I'm making toast. Not even thinking, not even using their brain, not even thinking, who do I need to be and what type of woman do I want to attract? And what kind of lifestyle do I want to cultivate with this person? Everything you do in this life, the choices you make, they can either elevate you or disintegrate you. So you choose. You choose. So love, money, relationships today was a little bit hard. Like, this was one of those conversations that your big sis, the millennial coach, had to break down for you. But we need to stop lying to ourselves and lying to each other. Lying to ourselves and lying to each other. Because this let's date quickly and then next minute you're pregnant and then you find out this person is married with 3 children. It's sad. It's sad. That's why I said, I want to know the village your mum was born in, your blood type. I'm doing MI5, MI6 on the man. There's no way you're going to bluff me. Because when, as I said, playing hard to get is women that are protecting their hearts as of men. It's not that you're difficult, and I'm going to say that you're not difficult. When you have been exposed to relationship fraudsters, you will now take caution on who you choose to call your partner. It's not everybody, just because they say something nice, you get giddy and then you're all confused. Oh, I love him. You don't love him. You like him plenty, but you don't love him. So let's just keep that 100. I am the millennial coach. As I said, I'm an immigrant child, a child of immigrants. So please, there's no GoFundMe though, but please like and subscribe. And also, if you can, share the gospel of the millennial coach. This is the call, and you've been locked in to me for the last, I don't know, half an hour. And I hope you've enjoyed today. So if you want to listen to all the shows that this is connected, this theme is connected to, the links are all down below. So subscribe wherever it is, and I see you on